Hey everyone, welcome to North Star Knife Reviews. And it is 3-4 Thursday. Now I do have, like last week I had sort of uncommon Ontario knives. I do have another set of those that I'm going to do probably next week. But this week I thought I would take a look at the Camp Plus line of knives from Ontario. Because I have noticed these going up in price a little bit, and so I thought I'd get this out there in case anybody's interested. This is a series that Ontario came out with maybe a year and a half ago, and there are a few others. There's, I believe, a Camp Plus EDC knife, but these are the Camp Kitchen kind of knives. And as you can see, they all look basically the same design here, but what they're for is for your camp kitchen. You know, you go camping for a weekend, you don't want to use your good, pocket knife or fixed blade or whatever. These are inexpensive. You can take them along and they should work just fine for you. Now, I think these all cost me about $12 a piece. I have seen them as low as maybe $10.50, although I don't know that you can get it for that anymore. And I have seen them as high as like $17. Even at that, they might be good depending on what you need them for. Especially this one up here, I really think is nice, and we'll talk about that one last maybe. But first, this is the Camp Plus chef's knife. Actually, let's take a look at the size here. I'll just use this one since it's out. Here, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a quarter maybe closed. So these are all going to be the same. And then they all have about the same blade length. This is a Camp Plus chef's knife. Nice little blade on here. You're not gonna be able to really rock it very much like you would a chef's knife, but it still should work really well. Got a hollow grind. These actually come relatively sharp. I think they're perfectly usable out of the box. At least mine are perfectly usable out of the box. You could touch them up a little bit, but better than a lot of times. Like with the old hickories especially, often come a bit dull. These are a bit better than that. These are, I believe, made in China. Yep, made in China. Here is the back side of the blade. You can see the Ontario Knife Company, and on the front, Camp Plus chef knife. Should work quite well. Good enough size that you can do some good things with it as far as food prep. Not so huge that it's going to take up a ton of space. They're pretty lightweight. They do have steel liners inside. I'm not sure if you can see, hopefully. Lockbacks. Reasonably decent little knife. This then is the Camp Plus Sentoku. This would be good for cutting anything that might stick. These, quite honestly, both of these can do very similar jobs, so you wouldn't need both of these. It just depends on what style you like. I actually gravitate a little bit more toward the Sentoku for camping, but you could do either. This may be a little more versatile, but again, depends on your needs. You can see it's got the little divots to help stop things from sticking, and a pretty nice little blade, right? And then finally, the one that I think, for me at least, was the most useful, the Camp Plus bread knife. Because a lot of times, you could use your pocket knife or whatever for food prep, but a lot of us don't carry serrated knives regularly. Or if we do, maybe it's got partial serrations. This is a great little knife then to have in your kit, because if you want to cut bread, if you want to cut a tomato, if you want to cut something like that, that really works best with a serrated blade, you've got one. These two are great, but you could take their place with just your normal EDC, probably. This one is a more unique use, I think. So this one I definitely would encourage you to pick up if you do camping and you need to cut things like bread or tomatoes. These two, great to just have little dedicated knives in your camp kit. That way, you can just toss them in there, leave them in there, and not worry about it when you're going camping. So I think that would be a great thing. But I really like the bread knife. Anyway, kind of rambling a bit here, but you guys take it easy. If you want, check these out. I know you can get them on Amazon. I think Knife Center might have them. Blade HQ maybe. Discount Cutlery, I believe, had them. You should be able to find these, hopefully. But I want to get out of this since I did see the prices rising like $1 or $2 over what they had been. So check these out if you're interested. I'll catch you later. You guys take it easy.